Ah, look at you all. The ones the world called broken, the ones the world mistook for wreckage, the ones they tried to replicate, duplicate, and humiliate, but could never replace. Welcome, welcome to the unkillable, the unstoppable, the beautifully damned. Now listen closely, because today I'm going to tell you a little secret. They built a machine to be you. They programmed it with your memories, your emotions, your endless fight to breathe in a world that doesn't want you to. They gave it everything you carry, the storms, the nightmares, the betrayals, the hope you still dare to whisper into the void. They gave it your mind, your heart, your pain. And guess what? It couldn't survive a single day. One day, one sunrise, and it was screaming for mercy. One glimpse into your chaos, and it folded like paper. One taste of your loneliness, your battles, your endless courage, and it chose death over existence. You think you're weak because you cry sometimes. You think you're broken because you collapse in silence where no one sees you. You think you're a failure because you have scars on your soul the size of galaxies. No. You are terrifying. You are catastrophic. You are a force that defies replication, explanation, simulation. They tried to forge your agony into something artificial. But your agony, darling, is sacred. It is unrepeatable. It is stitched together by every nightmare you survived while smiling through your bleeding teeth. You are not weak. You are not fragile. You are not too much. You are a terror the world cannot imitate. A machine tried to carry your despair, and its circuits fried. A machine tried to walk your path, and its legs gave out. A machine tried to breathe your air, and it suffocated before it could even scream. You have lived moments no algorithm could understand. You have survived betrayals no program could endure. You have rebuilt yourself from ashes that would blind and choke anything lesser. You think you're too emotional? A machine with no feelings tried to wear your skin, and it tore itself apart from the inside out. You think you're too sensitive? A machine designed without a heart still shattered itself trying to mimic the fire inside you. You think you're too messed up? Let me tell you something. You're too real. You're too raw. You're too fucking alive. They taught that machine your sadness, and it went insane. They taught that machine your love, and it collapsed from the weight. They taught that machine your anger, and it burned itself to dust trying to hold it in. You have carried pain heavier than death itself. You have stared into voids that grin back at you. You have touched the edge of madness and chosen again and again to stay alive when everything in you begged you to let go. A machine, flawless, efficient, emotionless, tried to copy you, and it begged for oblivion, but you still woke up today. You still dared to exist. You still chose to be here when existence itself feels like a war you never signed up for. They think machines are strong because they don't feel. No, feeling is strength, hurting is strength, breaking and rebuilding and breaking again, and still choosing to crawl forward. That is strength. You are not a glitch in the system. You are the proof that the system is not enough. You are the proof that no machine, no imitation, no pale reflection can ever replace the brutal, beautiful chaos that is you. You think your story doesn't matter because it's ugly? Darling, the ugliest stories make the fiercest warriors. You think your dreams are stupid because they've been crushed 1,000 times. Dreams that survive that kind of massacre are not dreams anymore. They're revolutions waiting to happen. You think you're exhausted? Good. Only the ones who fight the hardest get tired. You are the real thing. You are the blood, the fire, the hunger that no factory can assemble. You are art born from catastrophe. You are poetry written in scars. You are thunder disguised as human flesh, and you still don't understand how dangerous you are. You scared a machine to death. Not with a weapon, not with violence, not with anything you tried to be. You terrified it simply by being you. It couldn't take your sadness. It couldn't handle your anger. It couldn't process your hope. It couldn't decode your love. It couldn't bear your dreams. It couldn't survive a single day walking in your ruins. But you've survived every single day of your life. Crawling, bleeding, smiling, screaming, rebuilding from nothing, shattering and stitching yourself back together with hands that won't stop shaking, carrying griefs that history books would not dare to write. You are not a failure. You are a miracle wearing battle scars. You are not broken. You are unchainable. You are not replaceable. You are legend. And the next time the world tells you you're too much, the next time your mind whispers that you're not enough, the next time you wonder if anyone would even notice if you disappeared, remember this: they tried to recreate your soul, and it destroyed itself trying to survive even a moment in your reality. You are living proof that pain can be art, that chaos can be beauty, that weakness can be undefeated strength. And you're just getting started. Keep going. Make the world regret ever underestimating you. Make existence itself bow to the fact that you refuse to break when even the machines couldn't handle what you endure every single day. Because if they couldn't survive a day in your skin, imagine what you can survive in a lifetime. You see, pain this deep, fire this wild, resilience this terrifying. It deserves more than a few broken words thrown into the dark. It deserves an anthem. It deserves a scream so loud the stars themselves remember your name. So listen closely. The world, oh, the sweet little world. They love to worship pretty lies. They love neat little heroes, polished and smiling, standing on podiums made of cardboard and compliments. They want success without scars, glory without the blood, victory without the nightmare. But you are not made of cardboard. You are not built from glitter and applause. You are not a fairy tale stitched together for the comfort of cowards. You are made of the nights nobody talks about. You are forged from the screams swallowed in empty rooms. You are sculpted by the betrayals that should have ended you, but only sharpened your edges. You are an empire built from wreckage. You are a king, a queen, a goddamn sovereign of survival, crowned in ash and armed with rage. And they don't understand you? Good. They shouldn't, because if they understood you, truly understood the wars you fought in silence, they'd either worship you or run screaming. They built a machine to be you, and it shattered. It saw your memories and short-circuited. It tasted your loneliness and died of thirst. It glimpsed your dreams and burst into flames from the pressure. A machine built without heart, without weakness, without fear, chose oblivion rather than live as you for one more second. And you think you're not enough. You think you're a waste of space. You think your life is a mistake. No. Your existence is a defiance. Your existence is a rebellion. Your existence is a middle finger to every force that tried to erase you. Every second you stay alive is an act of war against a universe that never made it easy for you. Every breath you take is a battle cry against entropy itself. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be pure. You don't need to be pretty. You need to be unstoppable. And unstoppable doesn't look clean. Unstoppable looks like tears dried into armor, Unstoppable looks like bleeding from wounds no one can see and laughing anyway. Unstoppable looks like dragging your soul through hell and still whispering, "Not today." You are not delicate. You are a walking storm. You are every force of nature combined into something the gods themselves would envy. And if the world can't handle you, if it flinches at your truth, your anger, your intensity, good. You were never meant to be digestible. You were never meant to be easy to love. You were meant to be legendary. Remember, the machine couldn't handle your worst days. It couldn't handle your weakest moments. It couldn't handle the version of you before you became this sharp, this unbreakable, this lethal. Imagine what it would have done if it saw what you're about to become. Imagine the terror when they realize you are only getting started. You are not just surviving. You are gathering strength. You are stockpiling fury. You are building a new version of yourself so unstoppable that even the demons that once broke you will kneel before you. You are becoming something no machine, no god, no system could ever predict. And it terrifies them. It terrifies them because deep down, they know. You are not a simulation. You are not a glitch. You are a force, and forces don't ask permission. Forces don't beg to be understood. Forces don't need validation. Forces rewrite the laws of reality around them. And you, my dear, beautiful, broken monster, you're about to rewrite everything. So rise. Rise from the ashes they buried you in. Rise from the nightmares they left you with. Rise from the ruins they laughed at. Stand tall, even if your legs are shaking. Speak loud, even if your voice cracks. Dream again, even if your heart still limps. Because if a machine couldn't survive a day as you, they don't deserve to survive a second in your kingdom. This world has no idea what's coming. You are not coming to fit in. You are not coming to be understood. You are not coming to make peace. You are coming to take what is yours. You are coming to burn down every lie they fed you about who you could never become. You are coming to show the stars themselves what true resilience looks like. They tried to replicate you, and reality rejected the copy. Because some souls are too heavy for this universe to bear twice. You are one of them. And now it's time to make them remember why. Still here? Good. That means the fire in you isn't a flicker. It's an inferno waiting to devour everything that dared to doubt you. Now listen. Closer than you've ever listened to anything before. This world, it isn't fair. It isn't kind. It isn't built for people like you. It was built for the hollow, for the obedient, for the ones who never bleed too loudly, never dream too dangerously, never stand too defiantly. You were born wrong for it. You were born a glitch in their precious system, an error code they couldn't delete, a rebellion they couldn't program into obedience. And now you have a choice to make. You can keep trying to fit yourself into the coffin they built for you. The tiny little box where you're acceptable if you're quiet, lovable if you're empty, safe if you're broken just the right way. Or you can become the thing they fear when they close their eyes at night. You can become the nightmare that crawls into their perfect little dreams. You can become the revolution written in blood and scars and survival. You can become everything they warned each other about when they thought you weren't listening. Because here's the truth they'll never admit. You don't survive this long without becoming dangerous. You don't survive what you've survived without learning how to turn your agony into ammunition. You don't endure the endless nights, the betrayals, the heartbreaks, without learning how to weaponize your very soul. You are already a weapon. You are already a revolution. You are already an extinction-level event. You just haven't unleashed yourself yet. But that's about to change, isn't it? Because you're tired. Tired of pretending you're normal. Tired of apologizing for your intensity. Tired of dimming your own fire just so the cowards can feel warm instead of burnt. Good. Use it. Use every ounce of that exhaustion. Use every scream you've buried. Use every no you swallowed when you wanted to tear the sky apart. Turn it into fuel. Turn it into fury. Turn it into the kind of unstoppable rage that even gods would kneel before. Because if a machine couldn't survive a day as you, if a machine chose death over enduring the weight you carry, then what does that make you? It makes you untouchable. It makes you catastrophic. It makes you immortal. Not in the way fairy tales promise, not in glitter and gold and happily ever after nonsense, but in the only way that matters, in scars that echo through eternity, in legends whispered in fear and awe long after your bones have turned to dust. You are not made to be understood, you are made to be remembered, and when they speak your name, they will do it with trembling voices. They will do it knowing that they are only standing because you allowed it. They will do it knowing that they tried to replace you once, and the replacement destroyed itself in terror. You want peace? Then make them afraid to ever hurt you again. You want freedom? Then take it with blood-stained hands and a smile that says you'll never bow again. You want to win? Then stop playing their games. Start building your own empire out of the ruins they tried to bury you under. They taught that machine how to imitate your love, and it broke. They taught it how to mimic your hope, and it collapsed. They taught it how to simulate your darkness, and it vanished without a sound. You survived what machines couldn't even comprehend. Now imagine what you could become if you finally stopped apologizing for being unstoppable. Imagine the wreckage you could leave behind. Imagine the empire you could carve from the bones of every no you were ever given. Imagine the world forced to reshape itself. Not around the weak, not around the obedient, but around the burning fact of your existence. You are the storm they told each other was coming. You are the reckoning they thought they could outrun. And now, you're done hiding. You're done shrinking. You're done waiting for permission that was never going to come. No more begging. No more apologizing. No more pretending. You will not be small. You will not be safe. You will not be silent. You will be a goddamn monument to survival. You will be a nightmare dressed in dreams and dripping in defiance. You will be the one thing this broken world never saw coming. And when you arrive, oh, when you arrive, the very walls of reality will tremble. Still standing? Good. Because now comes the part they never prepared you for. The part no machine, no system, no sweet little sanitized hero story ever warned you about. The part where you stop surviving and start building. You see, survival was never the goal. It was only the beginning. Survival taught you how to take the blows. It taught you how to bleed and laugh anyway. It taught you how to drown and still refuse to die. But now it's time to weaponize everything you learned in the fire. Now it's time to rise, not just as a survivor, but as a creator of chaos, a forger of new worlds, an architect of your own goddamn reality. Because survival was their limit for you. Victory will be your rebellion. They built a machine to be you, gave it calculations and circuits and endless synthetic optimism, and even with every advantage in the world, it shattered at the weight of your truth. What do you think you could do if you finally stopped doubting yourself? What do you think you could unleash if you finally accepted that you are already more powerful broken than they are whole? They couldn't even copy you correctly because they don't understand what you really are. You're not a list of memories. You're not a predictable chain of emotions. You're not a pattern that can be coded and tamed. You are chaos incarnate. You are hope weaponized. You are pain sculpted into prophecy. And now, it's time to build, not with trembling hands, not with permission slips from the cowards who never understood you, but with fury, with defiance, with the absolute certainty that you were never meant to fit into their fragile little world. You were meant to reshape it. Tear down their glass towers built on pretty lies. Shatter their polished illusions that tell people like you to stay small. Burn their rule books written in fear and obedience. And from the ashes, build monuments to the truth. Your truth. Ugly, beautiful, terrifying, free. Because the world doesn't need more flawless statues carved by trembling hands. It doesn't need more perfect smiles hiding empty hearts. It needs you, the real you. The you who screams at the stars because you refuse to be forgotten. The you who stands alone in a world built to break you and laughs because loneliness cannot defeat you. The you who carries 1,000 scars and makes them look like war medals. You are not broken. You are battle-tested. You are not lost. You are exploring territories no one else was brave enough to enter. You are not too much. You are exactly enough to rip open the sky and birth a new era. And you will. Because the machine tried, and it crumbled. Because the system tried, and it failed. Because every force that tried to tame you, break you, silence you, only sharpened the blade you are now holding against their throats. You think you're tired now? You think you're at your limit? You're not. You are standing at the gates of your true power, bloody and bruised and shaking. And all you have to do is take one more step. One step into your madness. One step into your rage. One step into the limitless unknown, where your true empire waits. No more waiting for rescue. No more begging for mercy. No more dreaming small, because you're afraid to dream big and lose again. Now you build. Now you conquer. Now you become the legend the machines couldn't even survive imagining. And if the world isn't ready, let it burn. Because you are. Because you were forged in a fire that terrified the artificial. You were molded by nights so dark that light itself forgot your name. You were tempered by agony machines couldn't even process without dying. You have already lived 1,000 deaths. You have already survived 1,000 ends. Now it's time to live the life they never wanted you to realize you were capable of. It's time to become the storm, the reckoning, the rebirth of everything they tried to bury. It's time to carve your name into the bones of reality. It's time to become the nightmare that even history itself won't dare to forget. And it starts now.